虫人一箩。有人问你风那样嘛啊乖罗，你说你要找老公人一箩啊苏塞嘛做做。
看你没风，你要风啊快乐，童子风的通东东人一箩。我说爱你不起来啊快乐，天涯绿着好风风人一箩啊所在嘛做做。
叫你跟来你就跟嘛啊乖罗，你就跟我上楼门人一箩。楼上摆着一张床嘛啊乖罗，钻进被窝耍龙灯人一箩啊苏塞嘛做做。
叫你跟来你就跟啊快乐，长袜纱过九旗山人一箩。问问小哥哥有大嘛啊快乐，这怕家庭起纠纷人一箩啊所在嘛做做。
天不怕来地不怕嘛啊乖罗，我那胆子比牛大人一箩。心想俺妹走一转嘛啊乖罗，又怕妹子你变卦人一箩啊苏塞嘛做做。
不过你说大字大啊快乐，你呀连麦想大发人一箩。要是大嫂追着你们啊快乐，这你喝了趴地下人一箩啊所在嘛做做。
太阳出来热火火嘛啊乖罗，望见小妹晒被窝人一箩。半夜三更不敢起嘛啊乖罗，17、18岁有多人一箩啊苏塞嘛做做。
太阳出来亮堂堂啊快乐，照着小麦洗衣裳人一箩。下过天要把我洗嘛啊快乐，小山东啊激动床人一箩啊所在嘛做做。
叫我
Hello and welcome. We've got ourselves a Div D West matchup, Unicorns United versus TTC. My name's Dr. Holiday, and I'm joined here by Axel Foley. How you doing tonight, Axel?
Doing great. How you doing?
Doing pretty good. I'm really excited to see this game here. It's our first Div D cast, and I'm really excited to see what picks we've got from these teams. Usually in the different divisions, you get a little bit of a different meta with each one, and so I'm really interested to see these picks that come out on this map. I'm really hoping for some weird stuff. I'm really hoping for some off-meta picks. I'm really hoping for some weird things to pop out. What are you expecting?
I have no idea what to expect. I'm in the same boat as you. I mean, last week we cast a heroic division that's pretty much meta from what we've seen. Little slight differences from Div A, which we belong to, and then so this is something like now we're switching all the way to Div D, and I have no idea what to expect. I'm really interested to see how these guys play, how they rotate, how they approach team fights. I just assumed there's going to be a lot of team fighting. I don't know.
Yeah, definitely. That's what I mean. I'm excited to see what they pull out. What is the macro like? What are the team fights like? What picks do they take? Are we going to see some Gazlo? Are we going to see some, I don't know, multiple specialists? Or are we going to see a double healer? Whatever it is, triple tank, I don't know. I'm just really excited to see what these teams pick. Or is it just going to be totally standard that we're used to across all the divisions? I hope not, but it could be the case. And if it is, that's fine. It's just I'm expecting a little bit of a difference here. Right now, we're just waiting for the teams to get into the lobby here.
Cody Crash just read it with party of 11.
All right. Thanks, Cody. Appreciate it. Got 11 people joining us. If you're just joining us, we've got a Div D matchup that we're about to start here soon. Just waiting for all teams to join, and we got everybody in the lobby, and I think we're going to go right into the draft. Our first map is going to be Towers of Doom. This is a really rotation-heavy map. I'm expecting to see some globals. and probably just some real effort to push on that bottom lane. That's typically the strategy you see played out here. So we're just waiting for this one last guy. We just need one last person in here.
So can I ask you a quick question?
Yeah.
So if there is an off-the-wall pick, what would you like to see?
Oh, I'd like to see a whole bunch of stuff. Like, I'd love to see just like
to see one example.
it's not even really that off the wall, but just something we don't see a lot of the time. Something like Valera, I'd love to see some like KTZ. I'd love to see, like I said, the Gazlo, those sort of things. Just some less than standard picks is what I'm looking for in these games, and
Right.
I think we can get it.
Yeah. I hope to see. Man, I hope we see like Stitches. I know it's not terribly off common, but I hope we see Stitches. Maybe even Cho'Gall.
Yeah, it could be a Cho'Gall. Well, we saw that. We see that in every division. Just any team wanting to bust out some cheese, they go with the Cho'Gall pick. So, not my favorite character to watch, but I'm definitely interested to see what they take. Both these teams are very evenly ranked on the standings in Div D. Right now, we have both these teams. TTC is standing with 3 matches. They're at 3 wins, 3 losses, so they're an even 50%. And then with Unicorns United, they're at 2 and 4, so 2 wins, 4 losses. So it's a pretty close. It should be a pretty close matchup. I'm expecting to see here. They're both right there in the middle of the their league in their division, and so I'm expecting it to be close. Let's see. Everybody is looking like they're good. Just need one more R. There it is.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Towers of Doom.
So, I think, I mean, I don't know. I'm gonna guess that some of the first bans might be healers and tanks. I don't know.
Yeah, or you might
Exactly.
get those meta bans. Stuff like the Raynor, Asmodean. They wreck all divisions. Very
Or
popular
KT,
characters.
I think KT is really at the right in the lower ranks, I believe. So I just assume that might get banned. Oh.
Yeah. Luckily each team has 2 bans. TTC is going to have first ban.
We got some fans from both teams here cheering their teams. Haka ban.
The Haka ban. There's those globals I was talking about.
Yeah.
See
Haka
if-
is pretty strong in this map. Just teleport, dig into the bottom lane, control the team fight.
Yeah. Definitely. See what they go on the side of Unicorns. Oh, they're not going to ban anything. I wonder if something's wrong here. Did I give first pick to the wrong team? Hold on one second. I can't see chat. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. I might have given first pick. Hold on one second.
Yeah, we'll get this situated real quick.
Sorry about that. That was my fault. Gave the wrong team first pick there.
So we saw the Haka ban.
Yeah.
Do you think we'll see it again?
Probably. We didn't get that far into the draft. I don't think they're
Yeah.
showing anything there. It's a pretty standard ban. Just getting these guys back in. One guy left so that wouldn't move on.
Yeah, we're just waiting for one unicorn to get back.
Yeah, just got one guy who alt-F'd forward so he could cancel that one. Good on him. Casters can't see the chat when they're in there, so.
Is that their quick fix for the glitch that was on there?
Oh no, I don't think so. I don't think they're ever had the ability to see the chat.
During draft?
Yeah. I don't think so. I mean, I don't remember seeing it like in
Right.
any of our other casts. So, yeah, we'll get him back in here. Then we'll get started on this game. But yeah, like we were saying, those globals really popular. And so I expect to see more of that happen, you know, as we move forward. Dahaka's just always been strong on this map. There he is, getting in here.
And we're about to start. Thanks for being patient, guys.
Here we go. One more R from the team. Here we go.
Towers
All right.
of Doom.
Now we're back off to the start here. But yeah, interested to see what they go with what Unicorns decides to pick.
I can't wait till our next stream, because hopefully our next stream everything's smooth from the beginning.
That'd be nice.
If you guys haven't seen our stream before, every stream we had have been delays. Either people AFK, not showing up,
Disconnects, power
disconnect,
glitches, yeah, something.
power outages.
And now it was my fault.
Yeah, so please stay tuned to the next one. It's going to be a smooth stream from start to end.
Hopefully. Alright, they're getting going here.
Well, they're going to the last second.
Hey, there's that KT ban you were talking about.
Yeah, KT, I mean, that's what I expected.
I wonder if that's just a ban because they don't like dealing with KT, or if it's a ban that they know they've done their homework on TTC and they play KT a lot, or both.
Yeah, it could be a little bit of both. I think KT at this level is just really difficult for them for
The bombs.
people. Yeah, just the bombs is spreading and such, and just getting out of the circle.
Yeah, and there's a Dahaka ban. Going into this second pick phase here.
My guess, like Garrosh.
Garrosh is pretty good. Like I said, I'd really like to see the Asmodan ban. Diablo, that's a strong one too. So right now, Jimmy and Asmodan are both up. Maybe both teams are just willing to just let him through. And the White Main ban, you know, she's been really strong. You know, she's been strong, not insanely overpowered like a lot of people talk, but she's definitely a good, decent healer. And there's the Raynor pickup on the side of Unicorns.
Yeah, you know, this banning so far has been kind of crazy because typically you see a choke out of certain positions, but this is a ban from every position. There's a healer, there's a solo lane, there's a tank, and a TPS. It's pretty insane.
No, you're right. Yeah, it is interesting to see those bans here. Interested to see how they respond. And a Varian Stukov, it's a pretty strong combination there. You know, the taunts onto a silence. They don't have to go taunt. This could very well be a different style variant since they're taking him this high in the draft. But we'll see as the draft progresses to see maybe what direction they might be going with that. It's a flexible opening, which is something that I like on the side of TTC.
Oh, this is my
And the Blaze Lucio, and that's what I'm talking about. You know, those are the kind of cool picks that I like to see. You never see Lucio. I really love to see this. He actually was picked up in HGC today one time, but normally Lucio is just not up there. There's plenty of other. There's Deckard on the board. There's Malf on the board. There's Alex Straza on the board, and they're not taking those picks. They're taking Lucio, and I love to see that. That's what I'm here for, is to see those that different style, and so I'm really excited to see that Lucio pick.
I really hope that Varian picks taunt even if he's a solo laner, because it's a perfect ability against Lucio. He can trap him in place. Lucio is really squishy. The thing is just invasive. So if you can lock him down with that taunt, and especially that Stukov silence like you mentioned before, Lucio be gone. There goes the healer.
Yeah.
And there's that Garrosh band, Corn.
Yeah, I agree. The Varian also has the ability to get the Shattering Throw at 13, I think it is, 13 or 16, and that can demolish shields. And so it's one of those things where Lucio's ultimate is to provide shields, and you know, you toss that Varian on top of it and get that Shattering Throw, and you can really do some damage to one target.
Yeah, I didn't think about that, but you have a really good point about that. That's fully eliminates the Stow doesn't, because usually you focus fire a target. And so
Yeah, especially if you're
you'll
taunt
still
Varian.
be able, yeah, you'll still be able to focus somebody.
Yeah, definitely. And then the Stukov there for the silence. The
Crusade
Leo and
calls.
Gul'dan, and we've got the Johanna and Kel'Thuzad. That's what I was looking for. I love the draft on unicorns. It's very spicy. It's a really interesting draft. They've got a lot of survivability. Except for their KT, he's going to be the one to look for. And there's a global on the side of TTC.
Yeah, both drafts look pretty solid to me, in my
Yeah.
opinion. I really don't know. Who do you favor?
Oh boy. So I really like TTC's draft in general, but I think that Unicorn United have a better. They have the potential to win well, but it's gonna hinge on the execution, especially on the side of Kel'Thuzad. So that's what I'm gonna be looking for with regards to the side of unicorns. I'd give them the edge if they're able to execute it properly. But on the side of TTC, I think they've got a really great, straightforward comp. I'm interested to see what Leoric will take for his ultimate. What are you thinking?
You know what? I think I'm really similar to you, actually. So in TTC, is all going to rely on Varian's taunts, and then Falstead's. I'm assuming if he goes Gus, like disengagements. If he do that, which would be good against KTZ, if he could do those well, he could really save his team. On the side of Unicorn, all depends. Their whole comp, except for KTZ, looks really solid. So really, just relies on KTZ to be able to land those skill shots. If he's able to get those chains and land his circles in the right spots, it's game over. But if he can't, I think it's game over on their side.
Yeah,
So
you
it
know,
can really backfire. It's a glass canyon, that's for sure.
yeah, well, it's like you said. I think both of these teams drafted really well. I think it'll be a nice match. I think they're both looking really good. Gul'dan is gonna, if he goes Echoed Corruption, he's gonna be able to demolish KTZ in one hit if he gets it off right. And so here we go. We'll see how it turns out. On the left-hand side, we've got Unicorns United. We've got Vardic on the Johanna. We've got Zelia on the KTZ. We've got Hammurabi on Lucio. Lorbot on the Raynor. And Grim Reaper on Blaze. On the right-hand side, we've got TTC. We've got Haddock on Stukov. Jinx on Falstad. Takumi Senpai on the Varian. Dunnit on Leoric. And Zero on Gul'dan.
3, 2, 1. Let the
Alright.
battle begin.
Well, it looks like Unicorns, their solo lane Blaze is just going to go and just soak right away. And since TTC has a Falstead, I guess they just want to see if they can pick up Simmons just going to go into the solo lane.
Little skirmish breaking out here in the middle. Team's just doing what they can and gonna break off to do some soaking. Looks like we've got Falstad breaking off and doing a little bit on his own down here on the bottom.
Ooh, that was a close one.
The chains now, until they get the Glacier Spike, you actually cannot chain him to anybody, or you can't chain him to anything because you can't change to structures anymore.
So this is really interesting. So TTC is running a 1-3-1 rotation, and Unicorns is going a 1-4. So there's rotating 4-man into mid and bottom lane. I'm really interested to see which one would be the most beneficial.
Yeah, definitely. The talents that are picked up on these teams is really interesting to see you know, we went with the seasoned marksman on Falstad. That's not something you see every day. And then on the side of Johanna, we went with hold your ground. Maybe to escape some of those taunts is what he's looking to do. I'm not too sure, but giving him better uptime on his Iron Skin. Unicorns United grabbing their camp early. Very smart by them. And they seem to be winning in these rotations right
now. It might seem like it, but TTC is ahead in experience already.
Yeah.
Slightly. It's not that big of an issue, but still.
We got an engage going. A big condemn. Chain coming out. Gul'dan is staying alive though. Good heal by Stukov. They're going to be able to escort those camps in.
Oh, wow. They're able to get that whole wall down very quickly.
Leoric is bullying out this this Blaze though. It's going to be a hard match for Blaze to win.
Yeah, Dennis did a really good job of just putting in the pressures, controlling that lane, keeping Blaze at low health, not allowing him to heal up, and he's even zoning him from collecting experience. It's pretty impressive.
Varian did go with taunt as we expected. Good shot there by Jimmy Raynor. Team's posturing for this this first 3 altar phase here. Not too sure. I'd like to see a taunt come out from this Varian. He's had opportunities.
Yeah, he definitely should. I mean, the cooldown's only around 10 seconds, so also pop it up as soon as you can, even if it just disrupts them.
The Raven Lord demands.
Oh, Donna's way out of position right now. He needs to get out of there. The Grim Reaper's going low. He's retreating. He has no mana.
Lucio going down quickly, but he's going to be able to escape here. Lorebot zoning out Gul'dan there with the Raynor. But they're all kind of stalemating here. Good silence coming out onto Raynor, and Varian is gonna looks like he's gonna be able to take this altar. He is. And down here we've got KTZ against the Falstad here. And they're kind of in a little bit of a stalemate as well, but it looks like the rest of Unicorns is gonna come down here and help him out. Big hammering from Jinx. And Gul'dan's gonna be able to channel this top altar.
Jinx did a really good job just zoning, being patient, not worrying about capping, just waiting for his team.
Raynor doing what he can to zone away. Grim Reaper comes in, gets a big jet propulsion. Condemn comes out, collects all the members. And Grim Reaper is able to get the stall there with the oil. Looking to see what they can do. The chain misses, but he's able to get the root.
TTC really just needs to concentrate on the team fight and not...
Raynor putting out the big damage onto Varian, and Varian is low. Double condemn and root and chain. Big stun by Grim Reaper, and Haddock is going down.
Boom shakalaka!
Boom shakalaka.
So Unicorn did an awesome job of the fight, but TTC really could have had that if they would have concentrated more on the team fight instead of capping the point. Just put all the resources on the kills, because they had...
Oh, Jinx is in a bad spot. Oh, and the stun misses.
Oh.
Yeah, sorry, what were you saying there?
I was just saying that TTC really could have... They shot themselves in the foot by trying to cap the point instead of putting the resources in the fight. And then capping the point.
Yeah, luckily they did get 2 of the altars, so they are doing well. Lorebot getting caught. Good disengage there by his Lucio though to break away, get a good boop on him.
Well, this is interesting. They switched their solo laners.
Yeah, Varian's alone up here.
And Leoric is on the bomb lane. Great man. Let's see if they keep it like this.
Unicorns definitely seems to have the right idea, at least in my book. Getting control of these camps early and often, and maintaining control of this bottom lane as best as possible. And right now they are ahead slightly in EXP, and the more they're able to keep control of this, the better it's going to be for them. Leoric going in, gets a big swing. Condemn onto the back line.
Leoric is zoning out the KTZ pretty good, but who knows for how long.
Oh, a big chain and root. Leoric going down, but he's going to be able to raid walk away.
And he taps. And they're going to take down this fucking port.
Yeah, they're really pushing for it. They've got a 4v3 big chain coming out from Zelia. Zella. Lorebot going low though, taking tower shots, and he's going to go down.
Take the altars.
The altar did pop up,
Keeper.
but they're unable to take down this fort. It is very, very low. But they might be able to get this channel if TTC is unable to get in there.
Oh,
Stukov gets a great feeded touch with the long pitch, or weighted pistol. I'm sorry.
That was impressive.
Trying to stall this as best they can, but I think it's... Oh, he does get the stall, but Zero is still channeling. And Grim Weeper is going to be stuck here. See if he's able to get out. He's silenced, and he goes down.
Slain.
Wow, that was a great silence. Let's see what's doing. So Stukov took low blow, so that was a great silence.
Yeah,
This secured
yeah.
the kill easily.
They are going to be able to take this keep, though, here on the bottom, on the side of Unicorns. So great job by them. They're still ahead in XP, down 8 tower shots.
Rotating to TTC's camp.
TTC looking to try to regain this if possible. They've got 4 members down here. The Variant is still up top. I can't help but think that they're losing a lot of value on that Variant taunt. Unicorns has their ultimates and they're coming in from behind. Big chain comes out. Good silence by the Stukov, and everybody's gonna be able to walk away. They're gonna try to walk these things in here. Oh man, and Leoric is falling low. He busts out the March of the Black King, and he's still gonna go down. Varian comes in, he gets rooted, and the big chain comes out. Altars are popping up, and Jinx walks away with 150 health. Great job here by Unicorns to keep control of this bottom lane.
Yeah, Unicorn really stepped it up.
Blaze is taking this top camp as well.
It looks like TTC is forfeiting the next shrine, possibly.
Yeah, they are up 8 shots. They're going to be able to get this keep down here so that Unicorns doesn't have a lot, but Falstad is coming up and he's probably going to be able to delay here. Lorebot's there, trying to get a little bit of a stall. The rest of the team is here. Oh my goodness! Bye-bye, Falstad. Oh, and the taunt comes out onto the Raynor and he blows up. Oh my gosh, the bunker is not enough to save him. And Reaper is going to try to disengage here and walk away, but Johanna says, I'm going back in. And they get a big chain. Lure, the Fear goes onto 2 targets, and Zella goes down. They are able, TTC is able to channel, and Lucio gets taken out by Stukov. Senpai is doing what he can, trying to stay on these targets, and the boss gets pulled. Oh no! And that's going to be a full team wipe, and they're going to focus on the boss.
They did really good. Yeah, Don did a really good job, and his team fight. This time he was a little bit more patient. He didn't go too crazy, but crazy enough for him to zone out the KTC and put damage on Unicorn's tanks.
Yeah. And I did realize here that it is not done it. It is D-Unit.
Oh, D-Unit.
D-Unit. All right, we got a... Thank you for the help there, Mata. The Shadow Fissure coming out, missing, but it's got a low cooldown. Jinx
Unicorn just
is
picks
in a
up
rough
the
spot
camp.
here.
Unicorn's on it on picking up the camps and keeping that rotation at bottom lane.
Yeah, I like their focus on this bottom lane. They are down in shots though. They got to pick up those team fights. KTZ is completed with his quest, so he should start to do a little bit more damage. He's gonna get the root onto Falstad, but Falstad's able to get away, disengage. Falstad did go with Hinterland's Blast, so he does not have the gust to disengage with. So they're looking to just blow somebody up, which is a good idea, I think, with regards to the KTZ on the other side. Bardic, he's in alone, and his team's getting flanked. Zelia gets, oh my goodness, and the big March of the Black King coming out by D-Unit. Big stun by Grim Weeper, but he's gonna back away. Looks like he's gonna go start channeling for his team if he can. And the other team, D-Unit's gonna recognize it, but Zero's getting the one down on the bottom lane, and a big disengage by Haddock, but he gets hit by the Shadow Fissure. And up here, we've got a solo lane matchup. Both teams trying to see what they can do to get this other altar. Both still fighting over. Both have level 13. Everybody's fighting a different target here. Big root coming out. Bunker dropped. D-Unit fighting Raynor over here in the back. And he's running low and he gets taken out. Stukov getting a great silence there.
No signs, but they need.
Raynor playing the front line though. Doing some damage too. Oh, and the big stun by Grim Weeper. What a play. And he says,
I love it when you call me Big Papa.
there we go. 0. Running low, about 300 health there, and he's going to be able to walk away. The chain misses. And D-Unit is in there, 4v1 right now, but he's going to be able to run to the safety of his keep.
Fire upon the gravekeeper.
That was an intense, long fight. 0 made it out there with Cookie's still in his hand. Stole him, put his hand in the pot to get a cookie, and he left with one.
That's right, dude.
That
That's
didn't
right.
die. He just needs to give this up, but not. Oh, he's marching.
The massive march coming out. Gets hit by the Shadow Fisher. Taunt onto Zelia.
Barely dodges Holtz's ult.
Fortunate for him, the Hinterland's Blast misses. And Varnick is still in there. He wants to do some more. And the big sound barrier coming out from Lucio. Shadow Fissure hits D-Unit, but it's not going to do much damage. This is a great 5v5 skirmish they've got here. And this is the property of Unicorns United right now. Oh, another great root and chain from the KTZ.
Yeah, that double kill was really crucial. Luckily, Shrine's not up. We don't know. They have enough time. Because even if it spawns, still be able to come back alive.
Yeah, Vardik's still just kind of warding over here, trying to keep this in his team's favor here. While the rest of the team went to go grab a camp, and they're going to start moving up towards these other altars. TTC trying to take this down. They're ahead quite a few shots, so they can afford to give some up here, but I don't even know if they're going to have to. They're able to burn this down, and Vardik is not going to be able to channel this without somebody interrupting him. They do have 4 down here, though. Oh, and Varian gets taken out up top. And Vardik's going to try to disengage here on the Johanna.
I really don't like TTC having Leoric unit as their tank on the rotations.
Yeah, I agree. Varian should be there with them. It's
they really need to switch that up and then just have Leoric rotate down for the team fights.
Ravenlord will not keep me from this realm.
Lorebot getting some shots onto Jinx, but watch out. Leoric is behind you. And we've got to pause.
It looks like Zella got disconnected. So just stand by for us and with us and just wait for Zella to get back.
Yeah, so
wow.
Right now it's an interesting game, you know. When the fights start going, Unicorn seems to have the advantage. They've got the XP advantage right now. They're about a level up, and you know, they're winning these team fights. But right now, TTC is winning the shrines. They're capping most of these shrines here. They're up by 8 points. Oh, we're jumping back in. Here we go.
Yeah. So Unicorn's macro play is allowing them to win fights, really. But I think that TTC's just straight will and skill is allowing them to keep themselves in the game.
Got a big fight breaking out here. KTC gets a good pull onto Jinx, but he's not able to finish him off there.
Bunker is to use. Bunker's down.
Thanks for the follow, Julio. And Zella's doing a great job with these Shadow Fissures, using them to ward off Hado, the Stukov, from using his silence for too long. They really want this. They're going in for this fight.
And
the Jet Propulsion misses.
It's not there.
The chain misses. The March of the Black King comes in, but the Sound Barrier is able to save the team. And a big jet propulsion comes out, and they're trying to disengage if they can. Everybody's running low. Grim Weeper down to 600 health. The Fear comes out, and Grim Weeper is going to go down. Vardek walking out with a very little amount of life, and the altar spawns at the bottom. Teams are going to be running for this. Lucio using the speed boost to get down there. But the rest of TTC is going to get this boss here.
Let's go work out. Let's see how well D unit can survive here.
D unit stopping the channel. The rest of his team got the boss, and so they still have the advantage here. They are going to get D unit, and they're going to be able to channel this before the rest of the team gets down here. So an even trade 4-for-4 there as far as shots go. So that really works in the favor of TTC. They're still ahead by 8 shots as of right now.
Yeah, D unit will be upset about.
Lorebot getting hit hard by the Echoed Corruption. Varian coming in, taunting KTZ, and a nice boot from Lucio.
Even though that taunt wasn't fruitful as far as kills, it was really good because it allowed KTZ not to be able to do anything.
Yeah.
To me, that's a win for KTC.
Johanna popping the Iron Skin to stay safe. All the members of each team down here on the bottom. Looks like the unit's trying to go for their camps, and it looks like Unicorns is going to do the same thing here. Vardek and Takumai just warding each side, and Shadow Fisher goes out onto the other side there.
I like that everybody's 5v5, but Falstead is used his travel to go top.
Yeah, Falstead's going to clear up that top. They do have, Unicorns does have a little bit of damage onto that top fort, so they don't want to lose it. Unicorns not afraid to take this fight that's 4v5, or I'm sorry, 5v4. And Lorebot getting low, but the sound barrier comes out, and he jumps in the bunker. He's going to be okay for now. He's down to 300 health, and he gets feared, but it goes in a favorable direction for him. There's a big skirmish breaking out here on bottom. TTC not seeming scared to take this fight, disadvantaged in numbers. And they're going to be able to walk away, so good on them to be able to push back Unicorns. All the while, Falstad getting value up on the top lane. Big silence coming out by Haddo. And the long pitch getting a lot of value there.
Okay, here comes Falstad. So, like, I think the TTC should be able to win a fight now. They actually got 5 people.
Oh, the big chain and the big stun, and down goes Falstad. And they're going to start the channel. Unicorns is going to see what they can do over here. Things are getting close.
Zella did an awesome job identifying the choke points, and it was really intelligent for him to engage in that fight in that position. He put it right in the choke point. He just got 3 people down on TTC, and was able to get the kills and win that shrine.
Yeah, definitely. And they're still focusing on this bottom. I really like that from them. It looks like right now, you know, as far as damage goes, Leo is carrying the damage on the side of TTC, really just giving it to them. Zero getting caught out though. He's all alone, and he's gonna get condemned, stunned. He blows his fear, unfortunately, and gets nothing out of it.
Yeah, and TTC is about to lose their top keep right now too. So TTC's bad position. They need a rally.
Yeah, TTC about to lose all of their keeps here. Unicorns did hit 21st, and they've got a whole nother level to catch up to them by TTC. They are up in altar shots though, so that's good for them. And the next altar phase is only 2 altars. So if they can hemorrhage the bleeding a little bit here, they captured this bottom keep back. They're gonna lose this top one though. And so actually right now, unless they're able to take another keep, this could be game for TTC if they're not able to stop it from Unicorns. Because they've got 6 altars.
It's party bushing. Oh, they're splitting off. So TTC can actually take this fight.
Be swift, heroes.
Oh no. TTC, I don't know if they realize it. They're not going to be able to win. They're going to lose off of this right here. Oh. GG. some maybe some miscommunication or some bad
Honestly.
bad math on the side of TTC there at the end. You hate to see it sometimes, but it happens.
Yeah.
But great job by Unicorns. They realize, hey, they're going for this middle keep here. We can just win the game if we channel both of these. So great job by them. To finish off the game there.
Yeah. Lucio did a wonderful job and had a 108k healing.
Yeah.
He did a wonderful job. His ults, his break downs were perfectly timed. Every single, a really good job with his boops for peeling and disengaging. And just overall, I think that his healing was just great. It really allowed KTZ Zala to really work. Zala got himself in position, some bad positions, some good positions, but he was still able to play decently. Since he was able to play decently, that allowed him team fights and ultimately.
Yeah.
For TTC, in my opinion, didn't have good rotations down for some reason. They wanted Varian not in the part of the group. I think they needed to switch it after the
Yeah.
York. I know the York did a lot of the damage, but that doesn't really matter because they couldn't truly have a good engagement. And a lot of times they would pick a fight 4v5, which I didn't get, and they always had a person top and not. It didn't look like they even know what's going on in the bottom, not making an effort to rotate. And so that if they could switch it up and have whoever's solo lane to pay attention to the engagements and start rotating down so there'd be even fights, I think they could have a good chance of winning this game.
Yeah, I mean, not to take anything away from Unicorns, they did a great job. They did a great job maintaining that bottom lane pressure and making, that's the important lane on that map, is to focus on that bottom lane and make sure you have control of it. It's where there's two camps. They weren't able to get any shots in from the camps that I remember, but it was still a situation in which they were able to really, keep their advantage up, always keeping that pressure down there on the bottom. And then, maybe there's some miscommunication. Maybe they don't know who they really wanted to be their solo laner. I do agree, Varian should have definitely been the one to be, or even Falstad, to be broken off from the team for that. But great job by Unicorns,
Yeah,
great map
yeah,
awareness, great job understanding the way that map should be played, and I think they did a great job. Great job by them recognizing there at the end too. Their macro awareness was just seemed to be a level up on the side of against TTC.
Whose map pick was that one?
That was TTC's map pick.
Okay.
Yeah. So now we're going to Infernal Shrines next, and this is going to be Unicorn's map pick. And so looks like teams are just getting ready here, but it's one of those situations where we're gonna see this on this map a little bit more. We're gonna need to see a little bit more rotations from these teams. Hopefully, we'll see a little bit clear. I think part of the problem TTC might have had too is that they kind of picked a couple of characters that could kind of solo lane, and so maybe they weren't too sure which one they needed to send. And so it's it's just one of those situations. Maybe if they cleaned it up for game 2, it was really closer. They were ahead for a majority of that game, and so I'm really interested to see this one. It was a very close game by both teams. Like I said, at the end, it seemed to just come down to a miscommunication or understanding of the math. Sometimes that map can be really weird because you have to try to understand how that map's going to work out, or how the math is going to work out on those altars, and so it can kind of catch you off guard sometimes. You think you may have more points left on your core than you actually do. But it was still a close game. The majority of that game was just in favor of TTC. Unicorns were just able to get it to their side in the end. They did have a little bit of a later comp too, Unicorns, with the KTZ. So I'm interested to see the bans. This map is definitely a map where KTZ can play, so I'm interested to see if TTC changes up their bans at all and tries to get rid of some of those picks like KTZ that seemed to be oppressive. The KTZ played very well. He landed a lot of his chains, was able to get a lot of shadow fissures off, and really cleaned up those team fights.
Yeah, so I expect KTZ to get banned. And if I have to make a guess, I have a feeling Zella's probably going to pick KT. So if if he doesn't get banned, I think KT might be a pick for this. And if he does, that'd be pretty amusing to see.
Yeah, yeah. And I'm definitely looking for some more wacky picks. Not wacky picks, but off meta picks. It was really fun to see some different characters in that game there. I really like seeing like the Lucio. The sound barrier got a lot of value. You know, like you said, the Lucio was able to get a lot of value with those sound barriers. He saved Raynor one time, huge. Raynor got a ton of damage put onto him by that Gul'dan. Gul'dan was chunking people, but then there was the bunker to follow up, and Raynor was able to jump in. So some great execution on the side of Unicorns. You know, it was one of the things that that I mentioned in the beginning of before the game started, was that it was an execution heavy comp, and they were able to execute. So really good on them to do that.
Yeah, I mean, it was just for Unicorn. They just textbook. They just play that map the textbook way. I think that really catapulted them to victory. I really would like to see ETC out of TTC though. I think ETC could be a big benefit. I think the slides and the boops could really help them in their teams this time around if they choose to actually have even team fights. So.
Yeah, you know, this map is definitely more apt to see those. You know, you're talking about like the more even team fights. I think this map is a little bit more apt to see that, just because there's a centralized objective. On towers, you know, you've got multiple shrines that pop up, and so you've got to divvy up your attention depending on the map, or depending on the altar phase. And so on this map, there's a little bit more centralized, you know, objective. And we're gonna get started here.
Here we go.
Infernal shrines.
Diablo's big on this map. Diablo was banned last time, right? That was a ban?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so interested to see if that pops up again. Diablo is definitely a strong character on this map. Something that's really strong for shrine control. A lot of places for him to bash into walls. Globals aren't always seen on this map, but it's not. But it's not unheard of to see them. So I'm interested to see if that Dahaka ban still continues through on the side of TTC, or if they're you know, going to ban some other things. Like I said, that KTC, maybe the Blaze, maybe they pick up the Blaze, something to try to you know, counter that out. Leoric was bullying that Blaze really hard. So you know, I don't know. Blaze turned a lot of team fights for him though. They're gonna go with the white man ban.
Definitely. Yeah, Blaze's bunkers were pretty good.
Yeah.
There was 2 solid times I saw that he put a bunker down and really saved his team.
Yeah, definitely. And there's a KT ban. KT actually, I think personally, stronger on this map, way stronger on this map than he is on towers. So, you know, I think this is a really good ban by them to just keep this character off the map. I'm really interested to know whether or not TTC is really good on that character, or if they just don't like dealing with KT. And the Lucio ban, choking out the healer a little bit. Lucio, like we were talking about, did a really great job on that last map. He saved a lot of team fights, so we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see if Unicorn's healer is a one trick or if he's proficient in all the healers.
Yeah, we'll
it
see.
happens. Like I don't know anything about these teams, but that happens sometimes.
Yeah.
Even high division teams, there's players that are just good who are just a couple of characters, or some people are just good in a couple of characters, and that's it. You know, if you choke
Right.
them out, then really struggle. So we'll see what they pit.
Definitely. Yeah, and so got the Azmodan ban. I think that's a good ban. The Raynor is still left up, and he's going to be picked up on the side of TTC. Raynor gets a lot of value on this map with his trait, giving him the pepper, clearing those shrines pretty well, and has decent wave clear. Not great wave clear, but decent wave clear.
You're gonna see Diablo right now? I think we might.
We will fall.
And they're going
Varian.
to take the Varian
Destiny.
this
Wow.
time.
VKTZ? No.
And
Victory
Stukov.
above all.
Stukov
Wow.
is really good on this map too. You know, Stukov gets a lot of great silence value on these shrines, able to focus on choke points and really get a lot of value out of those silences.
So far, it's character swap.
Yeah.
Ready for action.
Muradin and Sonya. Great pickups here on the side of TTC. Muradin is able to weather a lot of damage if he tries to get focused by Varian. You know, if they try to lock him down, usually Muradin can survive through it. Sonya has fantastic clear for the shrines and is a very solid solo laner. So I really like these pickups on the side of TTC. I'm really liking their draft so far.
Yeah, Sonya's really good and just team fights too. I think it really just backline, just put some damage down to all the squishies. So it's a really good pickup, especially for shrines.
Yeah, and we're seeing a little bit of a healer focus now by both teams. Alex Straza banned out. It's a good one on this map. She's very strong on this map. You know, she does a really good job in healing on those shrines. Dragon form can dominate those shrines. So it's really good to see. And a Li Ming ban. Really focusing on those mages, but a snap pick Gul'dan comes through, and they're gonna go with the Johanna. So I'm guessing that Varian is not a taunt Varian. I'm guessing maybe a Colossus smash, but that's an interesting one to open up with.
Finally,
There we go, snap pick back. We've got Alarak and Karazim coming out on the side of TTZ. Very, very melee heavy team here on the side of TTC. Basically 4 melees, so a strong front line for Raynor, and they've got a good healer to help them out with that, to make sure that they get the healing that they need, because they'll all be clumped up together in a death ball.
The wait is over.
We're gonna get Cassia on the side of Unicorns. That's a great counter to what they've got going on there on the side of TTC.
Definitely. I mean, it's I like Unicorn's picks. It's just direct counter to what they have. Johanna gathered all the melee people up. Stukov could silence everybody after Johanna's thing, and then Gul'dan and Cassia just put the damage in one area. It's like it's like killing fish in a barrel, almost shooting fish in a barrel. But that doesn't necessarily could happen. I think TTC did a really good team fight last game, so I think they have a strategy with what they're picking, and I think they're gonna pick and choose how they're gonna engage. And so it should be a bloodbath. I think we're going to see a lot more this one.
Yeah, so is it safe to say you like Unicorn's draft better?
I do. I think they did a really good job countering and just compositionally. Even say if you can't even see TTC's draft, I think this composition's good in general. So
yeah, I agree with that. This is definitely a good map for Gul'dan. You know, I think that's a really strong pick. The Variant, I'm interested to see what he picks at level 4. I think we might even see a Twin Blades for the self-sustain. And here we go, jumping into game number 2. Unicorn United up 1 game. TTC looking to try to make it a draw here. We've got Hado on the Karazim. We've got Takumi Senpai on Muradin. We've got Jinx on the Sonya. We've got Zero on Raynor and D-Unit on the Alarak. On the left-hand side, we've got Unicorns United with Grim Reaper on the Varian. We've got Zella on Gul'dan. We've got Hammurabi on Stukov. We've got Lorbot on Cassia and Vardik on the Johanna. Here we go.
Let the battle begin.
Varian going straight up to that top. Looks like D-Unit plays a lot of Alarak, getting some messages in chat. D-Unit's got a beastly Alarak, so looking for some big plays out of him. He was doing great on the Leoric last round, so. Stukov getting jumped on there a little bit. Just a little bit of a skirmish, and then teams are going to go back to doing their thing.
Yeah, D-Unit did a wonderful job last game. This team fight, so who knows? This might be his strongest character. You know, this might be all their strongest character.
Yeah.
And that's what this comp could be part of it. Is like we all know in playing Hero League, sometimes the best comps is just playing your strongest character individually.
Yeah, D-Unit's gonna have an advantage here, at least until level 4 on Varian, so, until Varian really actually becomes a hero at level 4, so.
I think he's gonna go C-Smash.
Yeah, I think so too. He went with High King's Quest, so. The Gul'dan going with the Q Quest, Pursuit of Flame, that's really interesting to see. You don't see that very often. But it's probably for that extra wave clear on the shrines is what I'm guessing. And Karazim going with Insight over the Iron Fists. Going for that cooldown reduction can be really strong if you can get a lot of damage. And Jinx is getting burnt down by the Gul'dan, and he's going to be able to tap and walk away. That was a close one.
Barely, man. He just stood there. And we're getting rotation down from TTC. But it's a little too late because the wall is already dead.
Jinx is spinning to win right now. Level 4 almost here on the side of Unicorns, and we'll see what gets picked up here by the Varian. Varian's gonna have a hard time completing this quest unless he's able to get in with some team fights, so. And he still hasn't picked it, and he's going Twin Blades. Varian going with the Twin Blades here. Silences do not affect him now. It doesn't do much to stop him. Teams spreading out a little bit here. Cassia did opt for the charge strikes instead of the Q quest at level 1. I think she'll get a lot of value against this team that is mostly melee, so a good pick there by her. Big Fen coming out onto Haddo, and he's gonna have to walk away from that fight. But D-Unit coming in, gets a double silence, and Sonya spinning to win. Vardic trying to keep this thing in their favor, and Murden's gonna go down. Lorbot's getting low, Vardic's getting low, so is the Sonya. She's gonna go down, Karazim goes down, and now the whole time, Stukov just held up a silence. That was a bloodbath right there.
That was a crazy bloodbath. And it's so unfortunate and not worth it right before his shrine. But luckily, it's the first shrine, so most likely it won't get all too much. It's John Cena.
John Cena coming in hot. Just getting some clear here on the side of Unicorns, doing a good job making sure to clear up this this shrine. And they're coming in. Oh, but John Cena's going to be picked up. Big spear coming out by Jinx, and he's going to be turned on. The silence goes on to Jinx, and he's getting burnt down. John Cena jumps on to Jinx, and that's going to be John Cena dropping down Jinx. All right. And they're going to get a lot of value out of this Punisher. Another stun coming out from John Cena as they continue down. A big silence coming out on the side of TTC. And those lasers spinning on the ground are doing some work onto TTC, and John Cena getting another jump in before he goes down. Twin Blades Variant getting some value there with the being able to solo camps.
Yeah, you know, and this is just me being hypercritical, but should have just stayed in the lane. Got all this experience. It's a little early for this camp.
Yeah, it's not
right
perfect
now.
camp timing, yeah. Normally you want to get those camps. It would be good to get that camp before the shrine phase to get that pressure and make the teams decide where they're going, right? So
yeah, and he didn't fully capitalize on, since there was nobody in the lane, to fully get the experience from soaking the lane and depriving D-Unit from getting experience on the top lane.
yeah. This is going to be a hard one for D-Unit, honestly. It's not a great matchup for him. Grim Reaper just able to sustain himself through his auto attacks really nicely, especially now that he's got second wind.
So, this is a situation where they have Sonya, they're having these odd placements here. They need Sonya, in my opinion, they need to get Sonya up top. D needs to go with
Yeah.
3-man on the bottom.
Oh my goodness, walking away with 50 health. Yeah, I agree. There's definitely this they definitely have an unorthodox way of structuring their lanes. Like you said, Sonya would be a much better matchup into that variant than Alarak. And Alarak can provide a little bit more kill pressure onto these four-man team fights. Unicorns just pushing in here on the bottom lane.
It just makes me wonder because Deviant was the Orc last time, which was a solo laner, right? But he was always with the 4-man. Now that he is with Alarak, like now he's acting like a solo laner. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's a little confusing.
Alarak can definitely play solo in a pinch, but I don't think it's the most optimal character to play in the solo lane. D-Unit is making a rotation down though. Got a big silence on Acacia. Unicorns does have level 10s and a great shield coming out from Varric. Or Bardic, I'm sorry. Lorebot running away. Great job by TTC. You know, they made that a 5v4. Oh my goodness.
Whoa.
We've got Rain of Destruction on the side of Gul'dan. This is the kind of spice that I want to see in Div D. This is why I'm here. I love seeing these different picks here.
Oh yeah, my tongue's burning, man. I was speechless when I saw the Hulk coming out of Zala. That was amazing.
Grim Reaper picking up this camp up here.
Able to steal the Bruiser camp. Bruiser camp is really deadly because his little dogs just keep on respawning.
Yep. And TTC still does not have level 10s, so they're gonna have to be careful here. I don't think that they can fight this until they get their level 10s. If they can soak up some XP and get that level 10 right now, it'd be really nice. It looks like they're gonna just try to wait for the passive XP to give it to them.
They're about to get it right now. They just need to kill like 2 more little minions.
And level 10 is coming online. They've got level 10. They're jumping in right away. The big silence, the big charge, and Sonya's gonna go down. D-Unit's trying to run away. The 7-sided strike comes out. Doesn't get much value though. Hado is trying to run away. Takumi comes in to help him. A great job from the Raynor to disengage there with his Q. And Raynor's Raider is going low and is gonna die. And John Cena, the Punisher, is picked up on the side of the Unicorns.
Yeah,
No kills though.
It's a frozen Punisher, so it's not as strong, but still get a lot of
Big hit by John Cena. Big condemn coming out from Johanna. Unstoppable pops. They're gonna look to focus this. Rain of Destruction coming out to zone out the team. Another big hit onto Jinx and a silence follow-up from Stukov. Great job there by Stukov to follow up on the stun. And they're just gonna have to be happy. Ooh, big charge and get silenced. And they almost have it. They're gonna be able to take out Gul'dan. The ball lightning comes out, and Jinx is trying to get the Stukov here, 100 health, and he's gonna be able to take him down. And Varric is running low too. Great turn by TTC.
It's incredible. Now let's see what they do with these kills. What I hope I see them do is take up their camps, all the camps, and just totally just deprive the Unicorns from the map. And then they can really focus on pushing down the lane. And it looks like that's partly what they're going to do. Let's see if they just use that to advantage and push down the lane. They have a huge group of minions on the bottom lane. TTC has a huge group.
Yeah, they do.
Bottom court right now.
Yeah, they've got a big clump of minions down here. See if they can take advantage of this. You know, they're gonna get this bottom this bottom fort. If they can get this camp and push with it, if there's no response from Unicorns. Mortal Strike's picked up from Varian to try to deny some of the healing. Great pickup there. And TTC just doesn't have 13 yet. I think it's smart for them to not press their luck with Unicorns roaming the way they are. Unicorns looking to invade this camp though, and they're able to get the siege camp on the side of TTC. Unicorns decides to back off.
Yeah, Senpai did an awesome job. Just playing it patiently and just waiting for the stun.
Ooh, the big charge misses. Yeah, definitely. He's been zoning very well.
Yeah, Dean has some fancy moves that he's on, and it benefits him really greatly or really badly.
Yeah.
And so far I've been seeing 50-50 with him, but we'll see how well he does. future.
They did pick up level 13 talent, so it's even right now for both teams. Right now, though, TTC doesn't have any structures down. They actually have very limited structure damage done. They haven't even taken a wall yet, and so they really need to try to form some pressure here.
Yeah, I agree. I think they need to really make unicorns react to something. And that's by pushing down a lane.
Yeah. They're going to try to take this fight here. They're on even talent here. It's a good stun coming out from Murden. Lorbot goes in with the fend. Random Destruction coming out, and D-Unit trying to get some damage in, but he's not going to be able to. The big silence comes out, but Jinx is spinning over Stukov. Both teams just trading a little bit of damage here. No real, no kills done yet. Both teams going to be able to walk away without any losses.
The bad thing is TTC used almost all their ults.
Both teams used all their ults except for Seven-Sided Strike. It's the only one that wasn't used there. Maybe the Stukov push wasn't used. It's up again, but it's got a short cooldown.
Yeah.
And Unicorn's just getting on this. I'd like to see TTC invade. They have even talent tiers right now. It's a time to take a risk. Big charge coming out in a three-man silence from D-Unit. The Seven-Sided Strike coming out. And they're gonna, oh, Jinx is running low though, gets silenced and taken down. A great shield from Bardic. And they've got TTC on the run. Karazim's gonna go down. And that's how you do it.
Wow. Great. That was a great team fight on the side of Unicorns.
Yeah, you know, but like I said before, I think that was what TTC needed. They needed to try to take a fight. They can't just give that over. They were even on talent tiers. It's just didn't work in their favor.
Yeah, I agree.
John Cena jumps over. Grim Weeper going in to follow up with John Cena. This is a Mortar Punisher. And TTC is going to try to burn it down right now. Jink goes in. And Sonya going to spin to win right now. Big charge strike coming out from D-Unit, and he gets the kill on the Gul'dan. Oh, and Jinx jumps in! And we got a big brawl going on here. Haddock chasing him down. They're going to try to take out the Varian, but the nice shield, nice Captain America shield coming out from Johanna. And they're able to save their keep. Great job here by TTC. Down a talent tier. Yep.
And TTC has a camp on the top pushing down a fort, so they can really capitalize on that throughout this whole process. Possibly get them to 16 so they keep themselves within the range of this game.
Yeah, you know, the one thing that TTC has in their favor right now is they haven't taken any structures. If they can get one or two structures down, they can pass or at least catch up in XP. And they're looking for another fight. Jinx getting blinded, gets silenced. Oh no, and Ball Lightning is going to take down a member. Sonya is down, and Lorbot doing a lot of damage. Senpai getting low, not getting any heals right now. And the Seven-Sided Strike comes out onto Bardic. It's going to drop him down to 50% health. And the big charge from Varian to take out Karazim. And it looks like Unicorns is looking to try to take this bottom keep. Good call by them. Zero.
That was an awesome little stun by Zero.
Yeah,
wow.
Great job. But Unicorns are going to be able to take this keep here. And they're looking to end the game right now. They're posturing to try to finish this up. They do have 3 members down. And they have one of the best racers right now. Oh, a big stun coming out. And a push back into their base. Gul'dan getting low though. D-Unit dropping him down to 8 health. And a big silence coming out. Cassia takes him down. Cassia getting chased down by Jinx though. Getting low. And man, 2 members on the side of TTC go down. Oh, Cassia gets taken out. Haddo doing some damage right now though. Oh, and he's gonna get the life drain, and Haddo is gonna go down. Karazim is out. 3 members down and 16% left on the core. Senpai is gonna try to do what he can to disrupt this, but he's gonna go down too. And that's gonna be the end of that one.
I love it when you call me Big Papa.
GG.
GG.
All right. See if we can get someone from Unicorns in here for a.
If you had to give MVP out, who would you give it to?
That Johanna was playing great. I'd probably give it to Vardic on the Johanna. Both games just did a great job. You know, with the Blessed Shield for just peeling, engaging, securing kills. He did a great job. Let's jump into lobby 1. Hey
Hello,
there.
hello.
How's it going?
I'm doing awesome.
Good,
You're
good. How do you guys feel?
Good. Yeah, the Towers game was super tight off the beginning, but yeah, I just kind of rolled off the excitement for that, so it was good. Like, yeah, it's a really good win game for us, so I'm happy.
Yeah, it was really great play by you guys both games. Second game, you really had a commanding lead there. What did you think of their draft game 2? Did you expect it? Have you done your homework on these guys, or what were you thinking?
Yeah, like when we were looking at them, it was just the KT was the really big one, and then when we seen like Leo was kind of an issue last game, so we are kind of worried about that. The Alarak really I was not expecting at all, so that really kind of threw us at a kind of whack in our head when we seen the Alarak. But I always liked the Alarak play, but yeah, that was kind of one thing that stood out. But then other than that, we were like, okay, we'll take the Stukov that they had last round, and we'll take we knew the Varian was something they're strong with, so we countered that. And then Gul'dan was like one that we always like to roll with too. So it was kind of like, well, they were strong in that. We'll just take their team the second round.
Yeah, you know, the Gul'dan, Zella, is that how you say it, Zella?
Yeah.
Zello, it took a very different build and even went with Reign of Destruction at level 10. Is that something that you guys do a lot, or what's?
Oh yeah,
what's his thought
the
process
Reign of
behind that?
Destruction is a hilarious thing that nobody ever picks off, and I would not trust it in anybody else's hands. But yeah, he does good with it, so we always get the kills with it.
Very
So
nice.
yeah, when we also with our playstyle, the Horrify seems to usually run people away from us instead of getting the kind of lockdown that we're looking for.
Uh-huh. Very good.
Yeah.
You got any questions for him, Axel?
Yeah, first of all, congratulations, win. And I'm really impressed by your guys' rotations. And I was really impressed by not only you, but with Grim Reaper. Grim Reaper was really good in the team fights, and then he always rotated. He always knew when to rotate back into the lane and to get camps. I guess one of my questions was, who does the shot calling for your team?
I do the shot calling on the team, but everybody kind of has a voice. So as we've been doing our VOD reviews and stuff, and we kind of see what the strengths of people are, we kind of play into them. But as we call in the game, I would shot call for that. But we knew that the Varian would have nice kind of camping control, so that was kind of the play that we'll get that. He'll be able to go kind of keep the top win, and then yeah, so we kind of all work together on our strengths. But ultimately, I do call for the shot team.
Very nice.
That's awesome, man. Yeah.
Well, you got any shout-outs for yourself?
Yeah, so shout out to Vert from Team Reborn because he's coached me, as well as Golden Frieza and Negan for his coaching. Shout out to United East for awesome training partners for us. And yeah, shout out to my team. Thank you guys for being on it and making the season a lot stronger.
Awesome. Well, congratulations again, and hopefully we'll get to cast you guys again soon.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you. All right, that'll do it for us tonight. Thank you so much for tuning in. There's a lot of great games that are here on NGS, so make sure to keep an eye on all the casters that are here for NGS. Thanks again for casting with me, Axel. And with that,
Yeah.
we will be out.
Have a good night.
叫你莫疯，你要疯马怪落，疯疯癫癫到处冲，人一落。有人问你疯哪样嘛怪落，你说你要找老公，人一落。阿苏塞马坐坐。
看你莫疯，你
我上楼门。